Alright, hi everyone. So as you can see, I've got myself one of the brand new Tails 10-inch collectible statues from First 4 Figures, and I got the exclusive edition because I like pretty lights. Okay, this is going to be a tad different to how I usually show these things off, mainly because, as with the last statue I got, this one had a bunch of problems, so I decided to fix them before I showed it off. So let's just take a look at the box that this comes in first. On the front you have Tails there, you can see what the statue looks like. And you've got the Sonic the Hedgehog classic logo, exclusive edition, Tails, yay, not very exciting. And then on the side you've got a couple of production photos that they've put on there, which shows you Tails looking nice. And then on the back, oh goody, the blurbs, or half novel. Okay, so let's see what it says. Miles Tails Prower is an orange, yellow, anthropomorphic fox with two tails and is known to be Sonic's best friend, sidekick, and an expert mechanic. Oh yeah. When he spins his two tails like a helicopter rotor, he has the unique ability to push himself through the air to catch up with Sonic. However, when he takes to flight, he tires quickly. Unlike Sonic, Tails has the ability to swim. So kids, if you've got one of these, throw it in the lake, it'll be fine. First 4 Figures is proud to present Tails, created in his classic design, zooming along the Mushroom Hill Zone with his twin tails spinning at full speed, creating a wind behind him. We painstakingly added all his details and created a dynamic pose and expression that complements his personality. He is 12 inches tall! Well, that's funny, because on the front here you said he was 10 inches tall, but there we go, what do I know? Fitting perfectly in scale with the others in the series. Comes in deluxe full-colour packaging and a hand-painted base. Yeah, this is the same on them all. Yeah, blah blah blah. If you have Sonic, Super Sonic, Metal Sonic, or Knuckles... Actually, yeah, I read this and there's something I don't get. If you have Sonic, Super Sonic, Metal Sonic, or Knuckles and authenticated the... Yeah, like a card that you can authenticate with so you can get the next number... Well, what happens, say, I've got the Metal Sonic, but I didn't get Knuckles. I authenticate Super Sonic and Metal Sonic, but I don't authenticate Knuckles. However, the guy that authenticates Knuckles does, and he's got the same number to one I had. What happens then? Oh well, paradox. Highly limited to 500 pieces only. Artist, Corvum Alvi! At least I think that's how you pronounce his name. And yep, I got number 351. Okay. Am I showing you all the sides? Oh yeah, we got more pictures here of Tails looking like Tails. Yep. Okay, so as I said, I've already taken this out and I'll explain why I've done that. So let's now move on to the statue. Okay then, so here he is completed. Now, like I say, usually on these, I actually show you building them or, sort of putting them together. Well, I couldn't do that with this one because, like I said, when I got my Metal Sonic statue this time last year, it was actually broken, so I didn't really want to take any chances trying to film it and stuff just in case something bad happened or whatever. Anyway, amazingly, this one also came with problems, and they were quite major. For starters, he wouldn't actually fit on there, and if I zoom in, you can probably tell that there is a bit of a gap there, but yeah, there you go. But it's not, it's so much better than it was. He's on there snugly, he doesn't move. But before, he wouldn't fit on. The hole that they drilled in there wasn't big enough, so I had to make some adjustments and eventually get him on there, but it's so difficult to get him on and to take him off again. Yeah, First 4 Figures say they test these before they leave. No, they don't. They definitely don't. There is no way they do otherwise. They would not have sent this one out. There was also another problem as well. His tails here, I'll just spin it around a bit more. See that? Yeah, I think this is pretty cool, this effect. That actually secures into the base there via another pin and hole connection thing. Again, the hole wasn't big enough and this would not fit on at all at first. In fact, I had to really push it down hard, and even then it wouldn't fit all the way. So it would actually turn and wobble, and I really wasn't impressed. I just thought, what the hell, I've paid all this money and you couldn't even be bothered to test it right or put it together correctly beforehand. That's not good. Anyway, eventually I was able to sort of resolve the problem, though I shouldn't have had to, considering the prices of these things. They're getting more and more expensive. So yeah, anyway, that's my soapboxy rant over. What do I think of the statue now it's completed and sort of, well, now it's complete, basically. It's a really cool statue. I've got to admit, Tails does look pretty damn adorable on this. It's a really cute pose for him, though I kind of think it is a bit of the stereotype that Tails is just there for people to go, oh. But it's still a really nice pose. If you really like Tails, then this is the definite must pick up. It's really cool. I really do like the pose that he's in. I'm not too sure about the paint job on his smile though. It looks weird. Yeah, I don't really know what they could have done, but it just looks a bit strange, to be honest. Oh yeah, there was some other problems I actually noticed. Whilst I've got most of them off, there's like small black scuff marks on the white paint. Well, this isn't white paint, obviously. It's some sort of plastic, but along here there was black scuff marks, and along here there was as well. And again, I just think when you're in the office and you're sort of the factories and you're putting these together, how do you miss black marks on white paint? What about the base? Well, let's move the camera down a bit. The base is pretty cool. It's supposed to be the Mushroom Hill Zone, and yeah, it does look like that. I love the grass texture going around here. And yeah, the wind trail it's cool. It's growing on me. I sort of wasn't sure about it first, but I do like it now. And yeah, the mushrooms are really cool. I really like them. But they do actually have a party trick, which I'm going to show you a bit later on. Would I recommend a pickup? Possibly, if you knew it was intact. You see, I'm kind of sick now of buying First Four Figure statues because they're just getting too expensive, and every single one of them from Metal Sonic has had problems, and they've been serious problems. Even the 20th anniversary statue, which you couldn't buy, that was specially commissioned, that's got problems with its hands. It doesn't fit on properly. So yeah, I think this is probably the last statue I'm going to buy from them, just because instead of sitting at home wondering what number I'm going to get, I'm now sat at home wondering what the problem's going to be. But if you still like it and you still like buying them, then hey, go you. But for me, I think this is probably going to be my last one. I don't think there is anything else left to say on the statue other than it looks pretty cool, and yeah, I do like it now that I've got it together, and I've sort of got over the whole why do I have to do DIY to this just to get it to work. So yeah, I think it's now time to show you this statue's party trick. Okay then, so because it's still light outside, I've had to improvise a bit. I'm currently sat underneath a sheet in the darkest room in the house, so hopefully this will work. Yeah, like I said, the Tails statue is the exclusive version, and he actually has a bit of a party trick. If you flick the switch on the back, the mushrooms glow. Wow! Okay, when it was first announced, and if you just watch it carefully, you might actually notice that the mushrooms gradually get brighter and then they dim. It's almost like a pulsing effect. When this was first announced, a lot of people actually said it was a bit desperate for them to put lights in the mushrooms because, obviously that's not really an effect. But at the time this was announced, I was actually playing a game called Trine 2. And there's a section of that game which is set in like an enchanted forest, and all the mushrooms are glowing. And I just thought, oh, if the Mushroom Hill Zone was set at night, yeah, I could totally picture the mushrooms in that game sort of glowing and pulsing. So I thought it was a really cool idea. And I've got to say, out of the exclusive statues I own, I've got Supersonic and Metal Sonic. This is by far the best lighting effect I've seen on them. It's just a bit of a shame, though, that
you can't really see Tails' face. The lights are not bright enough at all, but I think this is a great effect. I love it. Just trying to sort of pan it around a bit so you can see it better. Yeah, it's well, you can sort of see it a bit when it gets to its maximum brightness, but still, I think this is an amazing effect on this one. So yeah, that's a definite big thumbs up. Okay then, so let me know what you think. Did you guys get one of these statues, or are you going to get a statue in future? Me personally, I think this is probably going to be the last one I buy for a long time, because like I say, they're really expensive, and the quality does need to be improved a bit, I'm afraid, on, well, the actual checking before they get sent out. Okay guys, thanks very much for watching, and hope to see you again next time. Goodbye.